All right, so this weekend only, jump into quick play, hacked, quicker play. Huh. All right, this weekend only, Somber is changing up the rules for quick play. Enjoy quick play hacked, quicker play, a fun new way to play with faster capture speeds, payloads, and respawn times. Experience more team fights, more games, and new strategies. So, it sounds like quick play is just getting like a huge overhaul this weekend. This is going to be really interesting because it's almost like they're testing stuff in quick play to see how it would feel and if any of these would stick. It almost feels like that, doesn't it? And so what it feels like to me is all of this won't stay there, but there might be some data that they like that they could bring to the game later on. That's what it feels like, right? So respawn times are now 75% of their original time. So the respawn times will be quicker, right? I don't know the exact math on that, but you're going to spawn quicker. So quicker spawns. Don't have to wait as long. Payloads and escort and hybrid maps will move 60% faster. That's going to be interesting. So the payload's going to be zooming. So now, maybe it's more efficient to have 4 off the cart and 1 on the cart. Maybe it's better to have 3 on the cart. So now, you're going to have a quicker payload. Take control of the objective point in hybrid 40% faster than normal. So you're going to capture the points faster. Okay? This is interesting. And they're doing this in quick play? Like, are they doing a separate quick play card? Or is this like quick play this weekend is not going to be what... Is this like... I gotta keep reading this. Taking control of the objective point in control is 40% faster than normal, and scoring the capture progress percentage is 80% faster. So you capture points 40% faster, and it just captures in general 80% faster. Taking control of the objective in Flashpoint is 20% faster than normal, and it ticks, and scoring the capture progress percentage is 40% faster. So you 20% faster to capture it, and the percentage goes up 40% quicker. So, like, what they're doing right now is they're just making quick play faster for everybody. And I wonder if this is because they're trying to find things that could work to make quick play. It's interesting. Are they is this their way of trying to find a way to eventually separate what the difference between quick play and ranked is, so that way you have a little bit more of like people can still play quick play. The games are also quicker. You're less likely to have levers if the games are quicker, but at the same time, it's different than comp. So it's like different. Or is it just like, and I'm not saying they're going to do this. They're going to do this long term, but I wouldn't doubt if they look at all of these and how they affect each game mode and be like, okay, what if we did this? Just keep reading. Perfect. But when you play an escort, hybrid, or push map, the initial match time has been reduced to 70% of the original time. And any time extensions are also reduced to 70% of the total time added. So it's just less time. And the time you would get, so like instead of a minute, you get what? You'll have less time. That's it. That's all I got. Those changes only apply to players who play in roll queue and open queue quick play modes during the duration of the event and will return to normal after January 14th. So, yeah, this is just quick play. Like when you load into quick play, this is what you're playing this weekend. Like they're taking quick play to the actual meaning of quick play. It's quick play now. So, yeah, and it says comp and arcade won't be affected by this. So, yeah, quick play will be like this weekend. Quicker play is the first quick play hack. Oh, okay, this explains more. We want to explore new and fun ways to change core quick play gameplay. Changes will happen periodically and only for a limited time. Quick play won't typically affect specific hero balance, but rather the strategies and the fundamentals of the core gameplay. So, what they want to do is they want to see things that will work. They're going to do it occasionally, and they're not saying it will be permanent one day for some of the changes, but this also gives them data to find that balance of quick play And it seems like what they're trying to do is find the issue with levers, how to make the games quicker, how to keep the game still somewhat competitive, but also have it differentiate from what comp is what it feels like. At the same time, there's a lot here. So, like, it sounds like this is how they're trying to make it so you're getting quicker games in quick play. We'll see. All right. Why change the rules of quick play for a weekend? We want to learn what changes to Overwatch 2 you enjoy the most. Testing new ideas with you for a limited time allows us to quickly understand what you like. Oh, I could have just read this. And possibly implement changes to improve gameplay. So this is what they're doing. This is basically like a PTR experimental way to get people to test things that they might eventually look into changing. Doesn't mean it's going to be the exact numbers, but they can see that. This also gives players of all skill levels an opportunity to try out new play styles and strategies that wouldn't necessarily work as well in a traditional game of Overwatch, which would be ranked, right? Why not create a separate play card in the arcade? The arcade is meant for game modes that typically only play one specific map type, like Assault, or completely different ways to play Overwatch. The quick play hack changes affect the core gameplay of our main mode, while still aiming to bring a more balanced play experience that is unique from the traditional rule set. Now, just to stop this for a second and read about this, that's twice they've mentioned from the traditional rule set, which kind of goes back to how can they differentiate quick play from ranked, and can they make changes to the overall game by doing things like this over time? You seeing that? Because that's been a huge discussion. Like, what do you want from quick play? What is quick play? Is quick play ranked? Is ranked quick, etc.? So, why didn't we bring back the experimental play card? We want to encourage more players to join in on the fun. In addition, most of the experimental cards from Overwatch tested hero balance changes, whereas these changes affect the core gameplay rules of quick play. Just to kind of give a side note on this, right? Just to give a side note, basically they want people to try the mode. There's no guarantee people will try experimental, and there's no guarantee that people would try experimental for a long period of time. So having it be in one of the core game modes of quick play, they're more likely to get data that they're looking for in comparison to an experimental card or a PTR. I don't know how PTR stats work, but my guess is that the PTR, when they used to have it back in Overwatch 1, had significantly less people trying the PTR out, and the experimental card probably had people maybe try it for like 1 or 2 games, and that was that. They might see more people try out this stuff for longer periods of time if it's in quick play, and also when you play quick play, you're going to be getting that experience, all that stuff. So there's a lot happening there, right? So, how can I play the regular quick play rule set? You can start up a custom game with traditional quick play rules and invite other players. Quick play matchmaking will turn to the normal rules after January 14th. Hi, Sully. Be sure to log in, start tomorrow. So apparently it starts tomorrow on Friday and goes through the 14th. So it will fix on Monday? And see how fast you can keep up with quicker play. Let us know what you think and what new hacks to quick play you would like to see in the future. This is really interesting because this kind of gives me the idea that they're very willing to make more huge changes eventually to Overwatch, and they're starting to get into that process of testing some of that stuff. It doesn't mean that all these numbers will stick. They might find out that people don't like it. People don't like any of this stuff. People might like one of these things, and that to them already is going to be a plus, right? So I'll play it tomorrow. Why not? Why not? I might as well try it. So, yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Seriously, I'm actually curious how this will play. We'll try it out tomorrow and kind of give our feedback on it. Yeah, it's good to see, though. I'm definitely interested in seeing where this goes. That's for sure. But that's what I think they want to do. Just to kind of summarize this, I think what they want to do is see what things people like, see what things people don't like. That gives them data on that. That gives them the ability to go, okay, people didn't like that the payloads were 60% faster, but what if they were 20% faster? Maybe people like that. And then they can kind of, you know what I mean? Then they can kind of make those changes, and then maybe that becomes a core gameplay mechanic in all of Overwatch later on. But at the same time, quick play becomes a little bit different than comp, and you kind of have, you now know that when you do, these quick play weekends, quick play is going to be this different mode than what comp is. So it's kind of, you know what I mean?
Baba Booey.
So that seems like what it is. It's very interesting. I don't know where to go with it yet, but we'll definitely have to play it tomorrow, maybe post a video on it and see how quick play is. So it's definitely an unexpected change and something that I didn't expect to happen, which is really cool to see. So we'll see how it is.